And of course, we are into the second hour, and we start off with some press highlights that we have got for you. So this is H Metro. For just $1, you can get this paper, and of course, you can see the headline here. It's Madzibaba Zakaria's relatives monetizing his sickness. Yeah, you can trust H Metro to give you some of the most interesting stories there. And just to give you a snippet of the story, some individuals close to Madzibaba Nicholas Zakaria have been accused of profiting from his illness, often sharing posts on social media that focus more on begging food handouts than seeking necessary medical treatment. So that's the story. If you want to get more on that story, for just $1. And of course, High Court orders attachment of legislators' property, US 34,000 owed in a fraud case, and women raped while lover watches. Wow. Oh, there we have it. Two men on Saturday took turns to rape an 18-year-old girl while her lover watches at Granville Cemetery. The woman and her lover were walking together around 8 p.m. On approaching Granville Cemetery, they met two men who demanded national identification cards from them. They ordered the boyfriend to sit down and hit him on the forehead with an unknown object. One of the men dragged down a woman on top of the grave where they took turns to rape her without protection. Wow. Sickening. And sport, Scots stars on fire. Of course, Scotland getting the better of Platinum, FC Platinum, 5 goals to 2, that story. And just to give you another story, Zimbabwe cricket celebrates a clean audit, and Smith ruled out of second test match. That's New Zealand fast bowling all-rounder Nathan Smith has been ruled out of the second test against Zimbabwe due to
Isn't that a relief?
An abdominal strain. It's not a relief.
It's a relief. It's a relief because our betting has been pathetic, and it has been aided also by some very good disciplined bowling from New Zealand's perspective.
Good disciplined bowling from New Zealand. Smith is one of the guys.
Yeah,
of
that
course,
was inflicting.
The reason why
damage.
I'm saying it's not a relief is they still have good bowlers that can dismantle Zimbabwe. 1, 2. I don't think our batting right now we can talk of any relief, to be honest. I think,
Brendan Taylor is coming back, maybe, and just maybe things may be.
But we don't know how good will he be.
I know how good he is. I've seen him training. I've seen him doing things.
You and I have both played this game long enough to know that what happens in the net sometimes does not happen on the field.
No.
So of course, if you ask me,
he's in the right space. Yeah. So I think that's the most important thing, and this is what test match is about.
So I'll just agree with you because today it's a Monday, and we said we are going to be positive on everything. So I'm not going to be pessimistic about everything. So I'm trying my level best to be positive.
Anyway, can I get to the Herald?
Of course.
I'll start with the back page of the Herald there, where the 12th man saves boss. So I think it's a very brilliant story. They came through to support their team, and they really pushed for that draw. It was a drab of a match for Highlanders, but they actually got to salvage a point out of that game because of the guys that went out to support the team. And you will always know that Highlanders fans are very, very passionate about their team. I grew up in the streets of Bulawayo, and it was always an issue when Highlanders played. It was always an issue. It's almost as if you must actually go and watch the game. Why are you not watching the game? And of course, PSL title fight like no other. We're talking about the log standings that we're just giving you a bit of there. It's also there on the back page of the Herald. You can read that analysis there from the Zimpaper Sports Hub. And of course, we look at the front page of today's Herald, where President exalts the late VP Msika, a fearless campaigner for independence. The Vice President, Joseph Wilfred Msika, who died 16 years ago, was a fearless campaigner for the country's independence, sovereignty, and development. This is according to the President, His Excellency, President Mnangagwa. So you want to make sure you check out that story as well. Another interesting headline there from the Herald, implementation to anchor the 2026 development strategy. That's the NDS2. This is according to Professor Mthuli Ncube, our Minister of Finance. He is talking there about how important it is for us to actually get into action gear and action mode. And of course, another story that is also in the front page of the Herald there is the Lake Gwai Shangani project enters intensive new phase. What is interesting about that there, Tafara, is the fact that there is teams that are working now on a 24-hour clock to make sure that this project meets the targets and is implemented as soon as possible. So very interesting stories there. Also something that's exciting for us as broadcasters there. The Broadcasting Authority of Zimbabwe is set to license 10 more community radio stations. So that's something also that's quite exciting there. And of course, lots to read within this beautiful newspaper called the Herald. So make sure you get a copy. Just for $1, you will be able to see quite a number of things that are going to be educating you and telling you also about what's happening in the world of news. So that's the Herald newspaper. Make sure you also get a copy of the Chronicle that is out every day of the week.